Hey, how's it going? Just jumping on quick to do a contest entry for Chris from Rekkid Talk. He's reached 2 years in the VC, so congrats, man. I'll link his channel in the description below, and if you're not sub to him already, jump over, give him a sub, try out his contest. Why not? He wants to see 5 records. I think we can all do that. So let's begin. Number 1, he wants you to show an African record. This is a band called National Wake. Uh, Very, very interesting band. Very talented band. And I think a bit unorthodox from our songwriting standpoint because there's so many cultural influences in their music that it's just light years away from what we normally hear over on this side of the ocean. This is a double LP, was released on Light in the Attic in 2013. Gatefold, you got words, you got pictures. This band, very culturally aware, very political, and very fucking ballsy. This was a multiracial band in South Africa during the heat of apartheid. That takes some nuts. But all in all, very interesting. Like predominantly more of a rock band, albeit kind of an unorthodox rock band. But they also kind of make a foray into like early punk rock, which is awesome too. They were in the Punk in Africa documentary quite a bit. So if you get a chance to watch that, if you haven't already, check it out because it's totally interesting. But yeah, National Wake. Oh yeah, comes with a kind of a neat die cut bottom obi, I guess, so you can figure out who the band is. But yeah, that's pretty cool too. National Wake. Second question. Show a 7-inch record, preferably with a picture sleeve. A CD single or single will be all right as well. I just took the lid off one of my 7-inch boxes, closed my eyes, and pulled one out. And I actually pulled out a banger. It's Disclose, a massive raw sound assault. It's on MCR Company from 2001. Japanese band, noisy as fuck. Sounds like Discharge practicing inside a washing machine during the rinse cycle. I'm totally into that. Very prolific band. Like I have a million of their records and there's a million more that I don't have. But if you're into noisy punk rock and you've never heard Disclose, then do yourself a favor because these are the granddaddies of super noisy fucking, D-beat punk. So yeah, Disclose. One of Japan's finest. Okay, number 3. Show a record with a Beatles cover song on it. Going to England, 1981 on EMI Records. It's a self-titled LP by Ethel The Frog. New wave British heavy metal band that leans way, way into the rock and roll side of that genre. I mean, they're all right. But they do open this record with a cover of Eleanor Rigby, which may or may not have been a good decision on their part, but who am I to say? Yeah, I mean, they're all right. Nothing great. I mean, there's lots more bands in the genre that I would rather listen to, but yeah, they're okay. Ethel the Frog. The name's actually kind of more interesting than the band, to be honest. 4. Show a smooth jazz record. Confession time. I know jack shit about jazz. It's not that I don't like it, but it's not that I like it. I'm just kind of indifferent to it. I think that I focus enough of my time on genres that I'm definitely into to really take a chance with the giant gaping rabbit hole that is jazz. I mean, I have heard some, but there's nothing that I've been like, I've woke up one day and went, I'm gonna go buy some fucking jazz. Now, having said that, I do have a shitload of like thrift store records that I've grabbed over the years that I thought might be interesting, or I grabbed them to trade. And I have records from collections that I bought in the past that I just haven't got rid of yet. So I figured I probably had something that would fit the bill as a smooth jazz record. So I just looked up a list of smooth jazz musicians on Google and I just read down until I found one that I recognized. And I actually did. And that is Stanley Clarke. Pretty phenomenal bass player. From 1975. It's called Journey to Love. It's on Nemperor Records and Atlantic. This is really just really soft funk, jazz. It's not bad. It's not offensive to me. It's way better than a lot of the super obnoxious jazz that I have heard. So it's not something I'd listen to a lot, but it's cool. So yeah, Stanley Clarke, Journey to Love. And lastly, number 5, show either an Acoustic Sounds UHQR or a Mobile Fidelity one-step record. All right, I don't even know what the fuck Acoustic Sounds UHQRs are, and I definitely don't own a Mobile Fidelity one-step record. So he gave us the option to just show a record by a band that you have the most records of. So I'm looking at it from like a 12-inch record perspective because I didn't want to dig through all my 7-inch boxes. But yeah, I have more, as far as 12 inches go, I have more Deep Purple records than any other. This is Fireball, 1971 pressing, Canadian pressing, gatefold pressing on Warner Brothers. I don't think Deep Purple needs much explaining. Kind of like a, proto metal band, I guess. Totally hard rock, great band, Richie Blackmore, all of them were, quality musicians. This is probably my favorite Deep Purple record, to be honest, but that could change. They were my mom's favorite band growing up, so I heard a ton of Deep Purple. So yeah, at least she had good taste. So yeah, Deep Purple, Fireball. And that's it for this contest, and that's it for me. So I'll talk to you later. Cheers.